Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 10 of the Enlightened Normal Dudes. I'm Sean.
I thought it was episode 11.
No, it's episode 10.
And I'm Corey.
You don't even know what episode we're on? You know that
We're,
you know that 10 comes after 9, right?
yeah. Yeah,
Just so
you're
we're
right.
in double digits now. I'm sorry guys for making you guys suffer through 10 episodes.
Man, I've got to relabel this now.
My cousin says he uses it to fall asleep at night.
That's cute.
That is cute. I was like, thanks for the support, bro.
Honestly, man, there are channels that are really big that do stuff like that. Last night, I randomly came across like all these random like history channels that give you history to fall asleep to.
Well, our next episode, we're just going to stare at each other awkwardly for 60 minutes.
All
Not
right.
say a word, just stare at each other awkwardly.
What if we fall in love?
Maybe. You never know.
Love wins.
No.
So what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda?
Well, we got Christmas coming up next week, so probably some Christmas stuff. You got all your Christmas shopping done this go round?
Yeah, my beautiful wife does all the shopping
That sounds
for
about right.
yeah, all of the kiddies, because she's more in touch with that stuff anyways. But yeah, and my wife's parents were supposed to come down Monday. They had a big snowstorm up north, so they decided to wait a little bit, and now they're coming on Friday. So
Okay.
we'll have them here. It'll be a really good time. My in-laws are really fun people. We always have fun. So looking forward to it. Stranger Things.
I'm going to be watching Stranger Things, and you guys don't bother me.
Yeah. Oh no, they're in too. So we'll all
Phone will
watching
be
it.
on Do Not Disturb starting at 8 p.m.
It's going to be amazing.
Christmas Day.
And I don't know, did you ever watch Fallout? Really? You'd probably like it. You might want to watch it. But season 2 of that, I think, comes out tonight, which will be pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Really, really fun show. You'd probably dig it.
I probably would.
Yeah, but you're a busy guy, You gotta triage.
I am busy. It's hard to even make these episodes with all the press conferences and, presidential State of the
Absolutely.
Union addresses and stuff like that.
But so far, so good, man. You've
So
been doing
far,
a
so
phenomenal
good.
job. And your State of the Union, people are saying that it was the greatest State of the Union ever given. And that your crowd was bigger than any of the previous crowds ever recorded.
It was.
Yeah.
It was huge.
It's impressive.
Huge. It was huge. That's how we do these days.
We do. We keep it enlightened.
I wish that I had a little more time. I feel like everything's coming at me fast and furious.
Yeah, but once you get your arms around all of it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Again, I do feel truly blessed that I have nothing but gratitude. The universe has provided me everything that I need.
Yeah, it's super cool, man.
I'm so happy.
And you know what? Like, I get it. Like you've said multiple times that like it's kind of funny where you joke like, hey, like the universe can slow down for a hot minute. But
no, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm leaning in.
Yeah. But once you get your arms around all of it and get in a good groove, man, it's going to be beautiful.
Can you believe that that huge contract that I just got?
I know. People are saying it's the biggest contract that's ever been given.
The biggest contract that, I can't believe it.
It's practically like a Major League Baseball contract. What was it, like 10 years, $89 million?
Basically. Well, I'm not going to forget the little people whenever that contract comes to fruition.
For sure.
That was a good contract.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe that.
Don't forget to tip your waiter.
Don't forget to. I'm taking Corey with me, so it's fine.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. He's going to be my co-star.
It'll be fun. It'll be really, really, really good time.
It will be a really good time. I just can't believe we only have to work like 3 hours a week now. Yeah.
But it's not work if you love what you do.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy being on camera that much.
Yeah. And work.
It's a lot of time now.
It really is.
It really is.
It's all right, man. It makes an honest man of you.
It does. I have to be a little more humble, I suppose.
Yeah, me being on camera is definitely a good thing for sure.
Well, you're the star of the show, and I can't hate on the talent. I'm glad this all came to fruition.
I just noticed you. Are you wearing the hoodie or are you wearing a shirt?
Collared shirt, buddy.
Collared shirt. I
got that swag.
I almost wore the collared shirt tonight too, but
got the hat going.
It's still a little cold, man.
It is cold out there.
It's crazy.
In the low 50s whenever, there you go. Now we're talking. Looking legit.
Mm-hmm.
This is why the contract works out, is because they want our brand.
I'm sure they were doing their homework and recognized the worth of this brand, and they wanted it in.
But I'm very blessed now, and nothing but up from here, right?
100%.
Making moves, making changes, making the world a better place, taking everyone with me.
That's what's up, man.
Yep.
And that's the beautiful part, is that hopefully you can have, you can bring all this positivity that you're bringing to this endeavor that we have right here, and
Yeah.
you can bring that to your new role as well, and help to bring that positivity to a whole bunch of people, and create
No,
a good
it'll be
environment,
really nice. Just the
really positive environment, man.
very positive environment. But have you done any Christmas shopping for your significant other?
We actually
You don't
don't
have to
really
tell me
do
what you
that.
got because she might actually watch this. I doubt it, but she might actually watch it.
No, but we really don't even do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It would be a
Like
very
we
nice.
always just say,
It'd be a
we're
very
lucky.
nice gesture if you bought your wife a Christmas present.
I mean, sometimes we do if there's something that she really wants, but for the most part, I mean, we just buy what we want throughout the year anyways. Like, we don't have kids, you know?
I gotcha.
Yeah.
With the exception of a few gift cards, I'm pretty much done. And this is like the
Yeah, your
earliest
neighbors.
I've
You've
actually
already
been
got your
done.
neighbors all taken care of?
Oh, they all got vodka.
That's what's up?
You know, it's easy. You just here's your liquor, and game over.
Mm-hmm.
All the major shopping's done for sure.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that.
Depends.
That is it. Every time I hear that, I'm like,
It's the
Nancy
best.
Pants,
Yeah, yeah. The pants party.
the pants party.
But truthfully, that's a great party too.
Oh, I heard. Did you? How'd that go the other night?
It was wonderful, man. We always have a good time. They actually taught us a new card game. Yeah. Anyways, it was a really good card game. We were having fun, and we did some whiskey taste testing.
Wow, I bet you nobody got drunk that night.
Ha, yeah. But it was funny because I mean they always have an awesome assortment of stuff. Nancy cooked up like really really good meal, and her hubby brought out a whole bunch of different bottles, and we were just taking little tiny shots of each different one. But it was funny because he was going over like which ones were like the really fancy ones that like cost a lot. And he
Sure.
had recently gotten, I think it was a gift from, I think, a family member, maybe a nephew or something, but it was some kind of Tennessee whiskey. And even though it wasn't a very expensive whiskey, it was definitely like the best out of all of them.
I don't know. I'm an Angel Envy kind of guy.
I'm
It's a
not like the
very
biggest
good
whiskey
bourbon.
guy, but like the really good ones, like I mean, I can appreciate like a good whiskey, but
Little
it's not.
Buffalo Trace or some Bullet.
Oh, some Bullet, yeah. T likes
Bullet.
Bullet, yeah, for sure.
Some good
But
stuff,
no,
man.
it was a good time. The meal she cooked was phenomenal.
No, that's awesome that you're still having that interaction. I really want to have Nancy on here because she would be very entertaining.
Oh, she's gonna be on for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
She's already expressed a desire to do that. But yeah, she would be very entertaining, and you know that she will have plenty of opinions to chime in with.
I love it. It's actually
Yeah.
really good.
Oh no,
We just have to
she's fun as heck.
limit her name dropping,
Yeah, 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 for sure.
and we don't discuss contracts anymore.
We don't discuss contracts anymore. But the beautiful thing is, thank God we can edit things out.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's
actually
that.
that's really good.
Yeah, not too hard to do that.
Other than Stranger Things, what's the plan?
I'm gonna try and get a tattoo again on the 1st. It's gonna be in between some night shifts, but my buddy has some free time again, and gonna try to do it again. We'll see if I can stay awake.
What was the name of the tattoo parlor again?
It is Devoted Tattoo Studios in Palm Coast, and it's Michael Biller. He is the owner operator of it, and just a great guy, man. Like really, just like you, one of the best people I know. Whenever I'm hanging out with him, man, the level of conversation is really high. Good sense of humor. Just we always have fun, and I just think he's a truly good human being, and especially as a business person down here in Palm Coast, I think that he really is like a treasure, like a community treasure for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, with Christmas coming up, I think that everyone should start building their positivity and community. Maybe if you have the opportunity or you have the capability to give back to your community, now's a good time. We should be doing it all year long, but
Yeah, yeah.
right
But
now is would be very essential. And in this climate and this world right now, all we need that positivity. We need to start giving back to our neighbors.
Absolutely, man. And like, really having an appreciation not only for like interconnectedness and trying to build things in a positive way, but starting at the local level,
Yep.
starting, first with like your neighborhood, your block up to your town, city, and then, bigger, but really start building that community. And I've really, at this point in my life, and we've obviously discussed it, I just have such an appreciation for that and the intentionalness that you have to have with that.
Yep. And honestly, with this, with giving and finding my new peace, and also, becoming more spiritual, I'm actually finding myself to be a lot calmer these days.
It's good.
I don't get as fired up about small stuff like I used to. I used to get really aggravated with just the small stuff, but now it's just like,
Well, it's perspective, right?
what's the point? Because there's a lot of people that are in worse situation than I am. I'm
Yeah,
not saying I'm in a bad situation. I'm just saying that,
sure.
it feels good to give, and you start feeling good about yourself, and then like the little things don't matter anymore. It's like whatever.
Absolutely, man. It's perspective, and it's cool because like there's a whole bunch of different ways to do that. Part of it is getting to a good place in your career, excuse me, where you get that worked out because when we're young and ambitious, we're looking for our self-worth in our job and getting to a certain point. And so when you get to a point in your career where you're settled and the same thing comes with spirituality and it's wonderful that you've got that. And the same for me, man. I'm definitely in a good place at this point in my life with my spirituality and the way that I interact with the world, and I have an appreciation for everything around me. But yeah, having that perspective is huge for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I don't want to push my, spiritual beliefs on anybody, but I would love to take someone to church with me.
Yeah,
It's, you know what I'm saying? Like you come join, and just when you get in there and you just you feel the love, you feel the peace in there. Like it's a different feeling, and you actually start letting your guard down. You start holding on to you start letting go of that hostility that, you feel, that anxiety is gone. And
yeah,
it's just a great feeling.
yeah. It's an important part of your psyche, your mind, however you want to, categorize it, your soul, your spirit, whatever.
Yeah.
But to have that part of you attended to properly is huge.
If you get an opportunity, just check out the reel of 11/22, the Real Men of Christmas.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know,
check it out.
how they used to have the Real Men of Genius.
Yeah,
So they spoofed it and said Real Men of Christmas. It's
we'll
hilarious.
we'll put a link to it
Yeah, that'd be great.
for sure.
It's the
Absolutely,
funniest
man.
thing ever.
Whatever kind of joy we can share with everybody, man, in every different way. That's what's
I
up.
mean, joy. How much more joy you need? Stranger Things is coming out on Christmas Day.
That too. I mean, but every bit of it that we can put out there and help to share, I'm here for it, man.
I get to celebrate Christmas with amazing people,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
family,
absolutely.
and you
And you've
know,
got your health and, a whole new year coming in, big things going
exactly.
on, a lot to be thankful
I'm
for.
telling you right now, coming up in 2026, I'm leaving 2025 behind.
Absolutely.
It's going to be out of sight, out of mind in 2026.
I'm
On to
super
bigger and
excited.
better things. I just hope that I'm going to be able to keep everything going, because I've got a lot on my plate right now, and I'm worried. Hopefully we can continue to do this podcast, because I absolutely love doing this and I love talking with you guys. I do wish, if there was one wish that I had, I wish we had more interaction.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear people's opinions. I don't care if they're negative, positive, whatever. I want to have that banter back and forth with people.
I agree 100%.
So, and Corey's pretty good at responding. All the responses come from Corey. I don't even, I don't,
Oh, you want to play that game now?
oh, well, I don't even
I'm just messing.
I don't even look at the videos or the comments, but
Well, I'm
I,
the one that has the account. It's all good, man.
I still want to have that interaction and get good talking points and things of that nature.
I'm gonna do some on the fly troubleshooting while you're doing your thing here. Look at my logo. It's like glowing compared to yours. Ooh,
Wow, that is some
wow.
good stuff. I would turn that down there.
Right there seems to be.
Which logo? That looks better on this end.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look quite as Unabomberish,
but still
but
decently
still, yes,
Unabomberish.
yes.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, like I said, Christmas time's coming up. Just have gratitude. If you can help
Yeah.
your neighbor, help your neighbor.
Yeah, and just keep building community, keep the positivity going. If you can help somebody do it, if you can do even a small thing, whether it's like doing a favor for somebody and then like, not somebody that's asking, like if you see somebody that needs help, just help them out, man. Put some positivity out there.
You know what? I challenge everybody that's watching to call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Now, I'm not talking about somebody you just don't want to talk to. I'm talking about if you reach out to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while and just say hi. Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that goes a long way.
yeah, absolutely.
Somebody you might have lost contact with but still care about. But I'm guessing that Corey knows somebody that he should reach out to.
Yeah, I do.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, I have people that I should be reaching out
Okay.
to just sorry we lost touch, that kind of thing. And I know it's Christmas time. I don't want anything from you. I just want to say hi that I'm thinking about you.
Yeah. No, that is absolutely time to bury the hatchet and yeah.
So, anyways, um, good vibes and gratitude. That was our deal for the day. January Brotherhood Challenge, 30-day lift one dude up. That's right up your alley.
Mm,
Daily genuine text, one guy, screenshot and repost.
okay.
So uplift somebody that you know, screenshot it and repost. That's the January 30-day challenge.
That's not a bad idea.
So
It's
that's
not a bad
coming up.
idea at all.
It's only 2 weeks away, so that's coming up pretty soon.
It's wild. I can't believe that we're there.
Oh, I can't believe it either. I
What
feel
else
like
do we
I've
have
lived.
here? Cold open, quick look, plus massive gratitude to the listeners for 10 episodes. You dirty
Yeah,
dog, you've been following an outline this whole time? I thought
yeah.
you were just brilliant.
I'm
I
reading
thought you
it.
were just I thought you were just brilliant.
Just brilliant and ad libbing. No, I
No,
can't
that's
do
not
that.
true.
I have to think about my thoughts. um, but hopefully the week of New Year's Eve,
Hmm.
we have to come up with a strategic outline for what we're grateful for the year, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Absolutely. And I believe you said you really just want to get raw about the year that you had and put it
Exactly.
all out there
We
and
just put it out there.
leave it there. Move
Yep,
on.
and let it stew.
And I like it. Obviously we had difficult years in different ways, which we've covered. But yeah, I agree, man. Like it's for me, I know that you went through a mind trip with the things that you went through, and myself, I feel the absolute same way. Like now being back to work and like having that sense of purpose again and interacting with people, it's wild because I was just in such a lost place, having been out for so long and dealing with the injury that I had. And like it's wild to be back and like be doing it. It's a trip, man. It
Well,
really
if I
is.
hadn't gone through what I went through this year, I definitely wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in right now.
Absolutely.
So sometimes your bad luck's your good luck, and sometimes your good luck's your bad luck.
Yeah.
And it kind of, while you don't understand what's going on at the time,
Hmm.
it kind of sets you up, and you look back and you're like, oh, I see what happened there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
and with that being said, I agree with you 110%, man. I think that it's always good to like be very aware of the narratives that you're feeding into in your life, right? Because all a narrative is the story you tell yourself about the things that are happening to you or that you're doing or whatever. But you have to be very cognizant of which ones you're feeding because you can feed the negative ones or you can feed the positive ones. And I actually was talking to a physician the other night, and it's funny, is a guy that I haven't seen in a long time, and he's like, "Oh man, I haven't seen you in a while, man. You look different. What's been going on with you?" And I told him, that I'd been out for a year and a half and went through several back surgeries, and I showed him pictures of my X-rays. He's like, "Oh my God, da 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 da." But I was like super positive about it, and I was like, "Well, man, like it just is what it is. I just can't get hung up on it. I got to move forward." He's like, "I don't remember you being this positive." I just said, what else am I supposed to be? Like, there's no reason to get caught up. Like, this is where I'm at. I got to move forward. I make the best of it. And, but I think that you should wear the traumas that you go through like a badge of honor. And if you're doing it right, then you are finding the positivity and the growth and learning that comes out of them and moving forward.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
But use the low points as it can only go up from here.
Yeah, and again, take the lesson out of it. Like when something bad happens, there are always lessons or things that you can learn from it. And I'm not even saying that things happen for a reason. If you're a person that believes that, that's wonderful. Some people don't. Either way, you can take a situation, and again, there are narratives that you can create around it. There can be the negative narratives, there can be the woe is me, why did this happen to me, all of that stuff, or it can be like, all right, I had this thing happen. Like in my instance, for my example, like, okay, I got to build my body back as much as I can. I got to see what I can do. It's a challenge. Let's see what can happen, you know? But you feed whatever narrative you want. And again, if you feed those positive narratives and you're able to conquer, uh, whatever thing that you're dealing with, man, I mean, it can be such a springboard for moving forward through life.
Well, like I said, if I didn't go through what I went through, I definitely wouldn't be in the position I'm in now. Because now I look back, I'm like, if that didn't go down the way that it went down,
Mm-hmm.
like I would have definitely not, started hitting the gym every day, 4 days a week, working on my spirituality, working on myself, being more positive. Like I would never be in this position. I've never had the blessings
Yeah.
that I am having currently if I didn't have to struggle for those few months.
Yeah, and you're like a whole different dude now. And I don't even mean that in a negative way. I just mean
Yeah.
like the change in you is very apparent. You know, even I mean I know you feel it internally, but even for people viewing you externally, it's very apparent and it's wonderful. You've
Well, the
had
thing
a lot
about
of
it is
positive change.
the worst thing possible that could ever happen is just it happened. So you're like, well, I guess I have no reason but to be happy and positive now.
Right. Well,
It's
but
just like,
again, but the narratives that you fed, you know, like in your instance, you know, you again, you could have been like, oh, I'm gonna go out drinking, I'm gonna, you know, feed. Oh, why did this happen to me? And I'm gonna be sad about it, and I'm gonna look for validation in the wrong places. But what you said is, you know what? I'm gonna look for validation through myself. I'm gonna feed some good narratives, like, maybe if I work out, maybe if I eat right and I'm feeling better physically, maybe that's going to prop me up mentally and I'll work my way through this. And by feeding those good narratives and doing good productive things, you were able to get through it and move through it like gracefully and really come out the other end, oh, a much better person.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Gotta write a quick text message real quick.
Oh no, no problem.
We're
We're
just
here for you.
recording.
Obviously, you're the president, so we
State of the Union's very strong right now, so I can tweet when
absolutely
I can tweet when I want
you
to.
can. You can.
Something that I might want to start doing. Maybe I want to start tweeting.
You should. I'd tune in for that.
We should definitely start just having. I think the more random the conversation you have, the more people like it.
I could see that. Yeah. People like to be kept on their toes for sure.
You're like, what is he gonna say next?
Hmm.
What is he going to say next? That's where I want to be in life.
I really want to know what you're going to say next. Like, what is the outline?
Oh, well, I don't even know what's going to come
What
out of
is
my
he going to say next?
I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth until it does. So we already covered the sending an uplifting message to somebody.
We did. So, segment one,
Pass it on.
2024 facts. 28 to 30 million real trees sold.
That's a lot of trees.
It is. You know, not really making a big judgment on anybody that likes my dad the other day was saying that he still gets a real tree. And I was like, dude, like it's so much easier to just have one of these trees that just goes up. It's got everything already on it and everything. And they look great now. But
So
he
I
still,
personally don't want a bug infested fire
that's what
trap in
I'm
my
saying.
house.
Yeah. Like it wasn't even like a thing about being a tree hugger or anything. It was just like, I mean, the pine needles, they're a fire hazard. There could be bugs, there could be sap.
Have you ever seen? We used to have bonfires with
Well, pine
Christmas
goes up,
trees.
dude. Pine goes up quick. That's
It
sap.
doesn't last very long. The Christmas tree lasts about 15 seconds. It's
So
completely burnt out.
you're kind of like a pine.
I'm kind of like a pine. I'm the last 15 seconds and I'm completely burnt out. Yeah, you're correct. Gosh. Yep.
All right. NORAD Santa Tracker is in its 69th year.
69,
God bless.
1.2 million calls and 12 million site hits. Where is Santa at right now?
You go, NORAD Santa Tracker, with your bad self. 69 years going strong.
Mariah Carey crosses 2 billion streams.
And her music gets played.
And her music. That was good. Multiple secret Hey, this is a good one for you. Multiple secret Santas pay off entire layaway tabs nationwide. That would be pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I'd probably get the one layaway that's like, 10 grand or something like that. I don't want to pay off whatever one they got.
This is
Yeah,
a
it'll be
funny
10 grand.
Yeah, this is a funny stat that they pulled. 62% of men did 80% of the shopping after December 15th, which, I mean, makes sense.
Well, that was last year. This year, the statistics probably way higher.
Probably. You know what's funny is just reading that, it kind of was like um, Anchorman, Sex Panther.
Yeah.
62% of men did 80% of the shopping.
2% of the time, it works every time. I don't know.
I don't think
But it's
so.
it's fine if you don't.
Yeah,
Everyone
well,
always everyone always asks me, "Do you have all your Christmas shopping done?" And I was like, "It's not December 23rd yet. Get off me.
exactly. Yeah.
Get off of me."
What's your favorite part of the Christmas celebration, like even throughout December? Do you have obviously Christmas itself, but like other than that?
I just love it that everyone seems to be more connected and more bonding, especially in your inner circles.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants to like have a dinner, have a get together. Everyone's kind of festive. Everyone's a little happier. I'm not saying everyone, but I guess not everybody, but most people that you interact with are a little peppier, a little happier.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is Christmas morning brunch, Christmas morning family time, mimosas.
Yeah.
It's just a great time. That's one of my favorite things. And then later on in the afternoon, go over to my aunt's house and have a shrimp boil.
There you go. Is
Yeah,
that like
no,
a
it's a tradition.
tradition? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
And then play white elephant, but we play a white elephant a little different.
Okay.
We
How do
we
you play?
typically have two gifts. One's a good gift like you'd want, and the
And
other
one's a
one's like
gag.
something you definitely won't want.
Hmm.
And then you don't get to see what's in it until the end of the game.
Okay.
So you unwrap everything. So
So you're just
two
allowed to like feel the gift, and that's like what
yeah.
you're going off of.
So 2 years ago, I bought lottery scratchers and I exposed a little bit of them, so everyone was fighting over the lottery scratchers. But I like I said, just so they could see them, but I had pre-scratched them, so I know they weren't winners.
Hmm.
And I had a note on it that said, "Sorry, you're not a winner," or "Sorry for the disappointment," or something along those lines. But these aren't winners,
That's ruthless.
and yeah, they weren't very happy about that one.
Yeah, I would definitely like to get a white elephant. We usually would get together with our circle of friends and do something like that, but this year it's just been too busy, and everybody's kind of.
No, I remember what I said on the scratch off note.
What'd you say?
I said, I bought these scratch offs for you. I made sure they weren't winners, but here's a bar of chocolate because I put a bar of chocolate in there too.
And that's it. Wow, that's rough.
But the other one was good. I think I put like a Home Depot gift card in the other box. So I mean,
It's not bad.
I made up for it.
It's not bad.
No, exactly.
I like the Christmas music. I really enjoy Christmas music. And it's actually funny because one of the other nights at work, one of the girls that I work with told me that she didn't like Christmas music. And for anybody that's ever met me, that's not a smart thing to do
Oh gosh,
because
I
all
can
I
only
did was
imagine.
play Christmas music.
Perfect.
Hmm.
That
But to,
poor.
but to her credit, she toughed it out,
Well, at least you weren't like locked in a small room with her.
actually.
Actually, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna listen to Christmas music,
That's right. And you're going to enjoy it.
and you're gonna enjoy it.
Stop being
What?
such a Grinch.
So, what's your favorite Christmas drink of choice? Are you an eggnog guy?
I don't mind it, but I mean, anybody who can like mainline eggnog, like they're diabetic.
I love eggnog, but I mean, I'm not gonna drink more than like a glass.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's super sweet stuff. But no,
I do.
eggnog's fun.
And what's really funny is I actually don't like eggnog with liquor in it. Like I like just
Yeah, just
eggnog.
regular eggnog is just fine.
Like I'm not a fan of it with liquor in it. I've had it, multiple ways like that, and it's just not my it's
Yeah,
not my thing.
I don't think I like sugary mixed drinks, and that would definitely fall into that category.
Sure.
Yeah, but no, just just some eggnog by itself, just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
Just for the no, we can't do that. That's branding, man.
It is, and we're not being paid
We're not being paid unless you want to pay us more
at all.
or at all.
Segment 2: Fresh personal gratitude and 2024 blessings never shared before.
Well, I'm can't really speak on 2024 because it was definitely a blur. But I've said it multiple times. 2025 has felt like two different years.
Yeah,
First 6 months and the last 6 months are completely different years. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm leaving 2025 in the rearview mirror. 2026 is gonna be nothing but up, even further up, and I'm taking everyone with me.
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I like the positive vibe and bringing everyone with you.
Yep. No more Debbie Downers around here.
Right, segment 3: moving into 2025 with gratitude and good vibes.
Yep.
Man, you have not been doing a good job of keeping to the outlines.
You brought it back to Christmas. I did. I already said that, the 30 days lift the dude up.
You did say that.
I did say that. I think
Excuse me.
starting January 1st, you need to contact somebody and just give them positive vibes.
Yeah,
Take a screenshot and post it.
you did say that. You
I
did
did
say
say
that.
that.
All right, I stand corrected.
Is there anything other than politics that you'd like to speak of?
I mean, the only thing that's really been capturing my attention a lot lately, truthfully, I haven't. I'm so tuned out on politics. I mean, at this point, I don't know that any of it really
Yeah.
matters. But AI, I mean, just every day conversation around it, the speed at which it's moving forward, and we're anticipating more and more disruption as a result of that. And not to say disruption in a negative sense, just it's going to change things. But it's pretty crazy the speed at which it's moving, and now the level of disruption they're expecting from it. And I think what's surprising is that in talking to the people around me, I think that A, people don't realize how quick these changes are going to come about. And B, it's really interesting to me the people that don't realize that their job could be displaced by it.
Yes, there's a
And I
lot
don't
of that.
mean Yeah, I don't mean people in our specific career field, or in particular people at the bedside, doing clinical stuff. I think that people that are doing that are going to be pretty well off, but it's going to be interesting to see that, when you look at AI, one of the big things that it's going to change is the role of what we call experts, right? So when you go to a financial person, right, they're an expert in their particular area. And so you're paying for that expertise. Their job is to hold a lot of knowledge from this whatever whatever thing that they do, and be an expert, and you're paying for that.
So
Well,
we have to be really careful with that because I think something along the lines of 70 or 80% of the AI responses are 70 to 80% accuracy. I think there's like a 30 to 20 to
yeah,
30% discrepancy in accuracy on AI responses right now. I'm sure it'll get better with time.
fair enough, but I mean, to be fair in the way that we categorize it, you're absolutely right. But just in how far we've seen it, how much better we've seen it get in the last year, is like a logarithmic difference in terms of how much better it's gotten in just the course of a year, and it's moving that much faster.
Not just that, would it surprise everybody to let you know that Corey and I are both AI? That we're not here. We're not real. This is all AI generated.
Yep. I'm
Yep.
actually on my couch right now.
Yeah, I don't even look like this good. Like I'm just eating Cheetos.
But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting, man, because we are going to get to a point where the idea, I mean, obviously clerical work is going to take a big hit. Anything done on a computer going to take a big hit. But I think the role of experts, or expertise in a lot of jobs. I mean, you can look at even doctors, they're essentially like the leader of an orchestra, and you've got all these people inputting data based on medical testing and looking at different parameters. And so how is that going to evolve? You can look at taxes, you can look at financial sector, lawyers. I know that people are going to be really sad that the lawyer industry might take a hit.
Yeah, that might definitely happen.
But again,
But I'll be worried about it whenever artificial intelligence can create a human hand without 6 digits on it.
true.
I mean, every time you do a photo through AI, it's always got some kind of weird glitch on it.
Yeah, and what's with all these rules, man? I'm trying to do funny stuff with AI and pictures of people, and every AI comes back and says, due to safety concerns, we're unable to use images from people. Come on,
I
man.
don't know about that, but if you ever want to see something funny, take a picture,
Hmm.
upload it, and say, roast this picture.
Okay,
Hilarious. And
really?
if you really want to hear something funny, say, roast this picture and don't hold back.
My,
My gosh, it is the best thing ever.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to try that. But no, I was messing around with Sora 2, which is video generation. I guess it's tied to Chat GPT. And it's pretty funny, man. I've been doing stuff with the dogs, so just making the dogs talk and stuff. I
Actually,
was
that last one you sent me was really good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty funny, but it's just wild. It's gonna move at light speed.
With all this technology, though, I mean, are we going to make, schooling obsolete?
Well, and I mean, a lot of the conversations I've heard experts talk about that is like one of the things that they feel like the government might want to come in and do once they've gotten AI to a point that they feel like this is the right way to go with it, but that every child should have access to an AI and obviously with proper controls, but basically like that should be their buddy. And so anytime they want to go over information or ask it questions, and so children can learn at whatever speed they want. I mean, obviously they'll be guided in school. But outside of that, if you're a kid that just has this voracious appetite for knowledge and you just want to learn, I mean, just having access to that AI and being able to go at whatever speed, and that is really neat, right? Because one of the biggest hurdles for people is, if you're not socioeconomically well off, you may not have access to good schooling. And so you might not be able to reach whatever potential you could. And obviously, in our country, we want people to reach their highest potential. We're a country of self-made people, but we all benefit when smart people do brilliant things and lift our economy up. So the idea that we could make sure that all kids have access to an AI so that they can reach their highest potential, that's a really important conversation to have.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, I don't know how that's going to play out if if you always have access to AI that's going to give you the answers,
Mhm.
what's the point of taking a test?
Well, yeah, but that's going to be, and that's another part of the conversation that we're going to have. Like, are we just going to accept that because artificial intelligence is so good at particular tasks, like for instance, writing a paper, maybe the skill of writing a paper just isn't something that we're worried about anymore. Maybe we're worried about other stuff.
Well, I mean, maybe not writing a paper, but I still think that people should be able to articulate well, writing.
Of course, and listen, when I said that, I wasn't making a judgment myself on
Yeah.
whether those things are unimportant. I think that it's funny, right? Because you can see the echoes of these conversations just when you talk to generations that came before us, right? Like there's little things that they'll point out. Like for instance, I hear this one all the time. People don't know how to write in cursive anymore. Like that's a
Well,
big
they
one
don't
that I hear.
well, they don't teach cursive anymore in school.
I understand that, but it is a reasonable question. I really don't have a judgment one way or the other. I'm not hyper passionate on the cursive or not cursive, but it is interesting because I mean, is it a worthwhile thing in today's day and age with how digital
Well,
everything's become?
if we wrote in cursive, we could cripple a whole generation. They wouldn't know what we're talking about. It's like a secret code.
I don't know if we're not giving them enough credit. I think they could learn cursive pretty quickly.
I didn't say they couldn't learn it. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said that we would cripple them with,
I understand. Like yeah, it would be like an encryption, right?
yeah. We
But
just encrypted this English for
yeah.
you.
But that's where you're going to see a lot of interesting conversations happen. And in particular, once this job disruption starts to happen, we're going to have these conversations of, trying to protect certain sectors, or, like we're going to say, like, do we think this has value? Do we have to protect this thing? Or do we just say, no, let AI run wild in that particular area? It does the job way better than anybody else. And we're going to hope and pray that there's jobs created in other areas. And if not, that's when you get into like these really deep conversations of things like universal basic income. If there is like this massive job disruption and you've got a huge swath of the population that's unemployed, then maybe we have to talk about, well, and really going down the rabbit hole. If AI is creating a whole bunch of wealth for our country, then maybe we can afford to give a universal basic income and, see what other jobs arise. And,
Those are the tariffs, buddy,
yeah.
that are
You looking
creating
forward
all
to
the
your
wealth.
tariff rebate?
Not really. Just pay the national debt.
That'd be a good idea, right?
That's where I'm at.
It's
Just
kind of funny because I saw a breakdown of that where, they're talking about $2,000 rebate check to everyone. And if
well,
they,
let's just say with this new contract, I definitely won't qualify for it.
fair point. But even if they were to do this $2,000 to everybody that qualified for it,
Yeah.
it would still be like 190 billion less than they've collected. So we'd just be going into more debt. But like you said, I agree with you. For one, I'd just prefer that they don't tariff, and two, if they are going to tariff, then yeah, maybe pay down the debt.
No, I think that the tariffs, I don't think it's a bad idea. I just say if you're going to do it, then pay down the debt.
Yeah,
Let's get out of the hole
yeah, that and maybe
before anything.
not tariff, things that are gonna hurt poor people. And
Well, what do you think about Florida doing away with property taxes on homesteaded?
I think it's a bad idea. I think that that's another thing that's gonna hurt lower socioeconomic people more, just personally.
I don't really have an opinion on it, if you really want to know the truth. This is
And
one of
that's
those
fair.
things I just don't have an opinion on. I'm like,
Yeah, I think that I get the genuine not wanting to overtax and to allow people to take charge of their own lives and use their own money and so on and so forth. But with that being said, there is a legitimate use for taxes, asking your government to do properly with them and to show you that they're using your money properly and getting the best bang for the buck. And to be fair, I think Florida already does that really well, you know?
so what you might not have realized, or what people might not have realized, yeah, you might be in the 20% tax bracket, but you're still working for free basically for 6 months out of the year because about half of your money goes to taxes in one way, shape, or form,
Hmm.
with sales tax, with income tax, with everything, pre taxes.
Yeah.
So it's we're overtaxed. I mean, it's what it boils down to. And then the wild spending on crazy things
Yeah.
needs to come back and be reeled in.
Well, I think in particular, there definitely needs to be some austerity because we have deficit spent and printed so much money, which is for anybody who has heard me talk about this, I would go back to like Tom Bilyeu or Impact Theory. He does really good talking about this. But that is like the central thing that's wrong with us in general is that we have deficit spent. So we spent money that we don't have. When we need to pay those bills, we just print more money. And what that does is it deflates or inflates our currency, causes inflation. So your money doesn't go as far. And that's why we've seen our salaries go up dramatically in the last 20 years. We've seen our home prices go up dramatically because your money doesn't go as far. And so it's kind of like the original sin. So there definitely needs to be some austerity and making the government spend less money. One way you do that right is just give them less money. I get that. So there's certainly a conversation to be had about that. I just think that we got to be really careful that that's not done on the backs of people that can't afford, because we are taxing, like when we talk about tariffs, right? They're a tax, and so now those taxes hit poorer and middle income people harder. than the places that we're going to cut like property taxes. So that's
Well,
my only beef.
property taxes, the only reason why I do agree with maybe getting rid of the property taxes is because if you own your house free and clear, you're still renting it for the government every year.
And I get that. I think that they should be minimal. I don't, again, like you were saying, not having like a specific opinion. I would love to see like a really good breakdown of how this would affect things.
I think it would I would also affect things at the local level. I don't see any other way around it.
Well, and yeah, I agree with you, but like, I don't believe that they're going to cut the property taxes, but they're not going to get it somewhere else. And I just have to believe that the place that they plan on getting it is on the backs of, us, well, maybe not you, but us lower income and middle income people. And, again, that's what tariffs do. They take, if you're bringing income tax down, which they've done, then the tariff is a way to collect extra money, but we're all just paying more for all the stuff that we normally buy. And so you're getting it from a bigger pool, but we're paying, so our taxes went up.
Well, in the end style, the enlightened normal dudes. How about that reel that I sent you today? The
Yeah.
only reason why money has value is because you believe it has value. We're just playing pretend.
Well, I mean, but that's with all of life, right? And that's what that video was too, is it basically was saying like everything. But
Everything's pretend.
yeah, me and a dude at work were having this conversation the other day about how fragile everything is because basically we're all in kind of an agreement that like, yeah, this basic structure that we have, we're all going to follow and we're all going to follow it because we all have value in it and that it allows us to live the life we want to live. Right. And so that's where you get like really dangerous when you're trying to impose on other people, like maybe your way of life or how you think things should be, because that contract of, all right, money is what it is. We're not going to be violent. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that is all predicated on each of us finding value in the system because it allows us to find our version of happiness. And so when you chip that away, man, like you can get some weird stuff happening.
Correct.
But yeah,
I
I
agree.
mean, we've all just agreed on this stuff. Like $20 is $20 and you can get about this much stuff for it. And yeah,
Um,
we're going to drive this fast. We're going to obey those signs.
exactly. Well, I mean, I was thinking about this morning on the way into work. You have to abide by rules to live in a society.
Hmm.
You have to agree to live by the rules anyway. Some of the rules you don't agree with. I mean, there's a lot of rules I don't agree with,
Sure.
but you have to live by them. The hardest thing that I have to wrap my head around, and I just can't, like, this paper money
Yeah.
has no value other than the hopes and dreams that this paper money has value.
Yeah. Well, and
That's it.
ironically, out of all the things that you could like assign value to, you know,
Yeah.
like just pieces of paper is like a weird one.
Yeah, you got to buy those gold backs.
Yeah, like at least if you had like, something shiny or like you're trading, and you're like, hey, I've got whatever, maybe you're a honey producer or you've got
It's a
bees.
scary thing to think about, but every empire that's ever had paper money
Hmm.
has fallen.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of reasons behind the scenes for that, but the big one again is like that debt to GDP ratio. And once you hit that 130%, and I think right now we're at 123%, but
I
99% of civilizations haven't fallen, but they've had conflict, whether external or internal, and only one country has managed to escape that. And it's funny because that country, Japan, the reason that they say that this country was able to escape that same fate is just because they have such a strong culture. Japan is obviously full of Japanese people and they have a very specific culture and they were able to escape this. But what's interesting is that if you look up their debt to GDP now, they're almost like 300%. I think they're like 260 something.
I think that's why you're seeing this big crypto push
Hmm.
for stable coins
Yeah.
is I think that the higher powers are starting to realize that this is a house of cards, and if you can take some kind of cryptocurrency and tokenize it
Hmm.
with a real world asset, then it actually has a value. You can take that token
Yeah.
and actually go, hey, I want this for that.
Absolutely.
Get that in exchange, just like it was on the gold standard.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be on the gold standard, but
Yeah. Well, and
to tokenize the assets.
yeah, and you're absolutely right that The scary part about that, and again, I don't disagree with it. I think that all the smart people that we have need to think of all the clever ways we can try to unwind this debt deficit that we've got going on. But it's scary because it's so bad that they're having to get that imaginative, you know? But I think that, again, people should definitely, this is why we need to do exactly what we're doing in terms of building community and doing it from our locality up, because we are in a weird place in history. You know, take the politics and all the other nonsense out of it. You know, if you're just looking at financials and economics, there could be some weird stuff coming up on the horizon. So it's just important that you build community and you prepare for, you know, a weird world where we're headed into a whole new world.
Exactly. I think we're at a tipping point. It could go one way or the other. It could either get really bad or get worse than it is, or it can
Yeah.
go in the right direction. And I think we start at the micro level and go macro, and hopefully we can influence some positive change.
Yeah, because even if things get weird, and let's say, God forbid, you know, there was economic downturn. At least if you build community, you can look out for one another. You can get to know your local producers, and you know you can find ways to get by. And that's the whole thing: is to stay educated. You know, make sure you know what's going on. You don't have to let it rule your life, or you know, be negative about it all the time. But prepare. If you can put some dry goods away, that's always a good thing. If you can educate yourself on the economy, maybe investing in assets to whatever degree you can, certainly a good move.
I just can't believe like how much gold and silver have went up in the last year.
Well, again, right? That's one of those indicators, though. That's people telling you that they're that's the investor class telling you that they're aware that things are dicey.
Yeah, so gold's went up more than 100% this year.
Yeah,
And I want to say silver was at the beginning of the year was somewhere around $30. It's well in almost $60 right now
yeah. And
an
just to
ounce.
reiterate to people, this has nothing to do with politics. This is not saying that anybody is causing some kind of thing.
No, nobody's
This has to
causing
do
anything.
with like 20 to 30 years of very poor economic stewardship by the government, both parties, you know, just spending money that we don't have.
I blame researching the effects of cocaine on quails.
That definitely had a part in it. But I think we
Yes.
can both agree that we're anxious to see that research.
I want to see the results though.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
I want to see the lab video. I have reason to believe that that's what ripped a hole into the upside down.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure
It's
that some cocained up quails flew at the wall so hard that they tore into the upside
they
down.
became the mind flare.
No, they're the bats,
They're the bats.
cocaine quails that we funded.
Yeah. It's $250,000 of our well-earned tax money.
Yep. And now they're demobats coming for us,
That's nice.
bringing it home.
Bringing it home. What else you got for the final thoughts? Because we're starting to come up.
No, that's it. And I think that, you know, obviously we're gonna do the autopsy on 2025 in our next one. And
That's the perfect
way to phrase it.
title. The
Autopsy.
autopsy of
2020,
2025.
yep, I agree. But we'll do our autopsy. We'll do, you know,
Grateful for?
what we're grateful for, what
What
we're
we could have
excited
done
about.
without.
Yes, what we're excited about going into 2026, and you know, maybe even some pearls of wisdom, at least from our humble perspectives about, you know, what people can do to try to make 2026 as good as they can, and you know, weather whatever storms could come our way. And again, you know, not making it a negative, but a positive, to be able to be tough and resilient and grow through adversity.
Well, if there's one sneak peek that I can give you, the main theme that I've learned this year is if someone wants to leave, let them go.
I think that's a very powerful thing that you've
Let
learned.
them, don't hold on. Just let them go. Because that just means they're not in it for the right reasons, or you don't need that negativity in your life.
My sneak peek is, if you think that there's something wrong with your body, trust yourself and see
Yeah.
it through, because you might just end up in a place where you're better than you could have thought, and you'll at least be validated for having been right, but don't gaslight yourself. If you feel like something in your body is wrong, whatever it might be, trust yourself, see it through, and get well.
Coming from the bionic man that can't go anywhere near an MRI machine
Hey, it's
or
titanium. I can.
get through airport security.
Yeah, but that's for a different reason. That's unrelated to the titanium. That may just be profiling.
Profiling.
Mhm.
I feel very profiled every time I go to the airport. I get randomly selected.
Uh-huh. The good news is now that I'm working night shift, I'm pale enough to where I may not be profiled quite as much.
Nah, I feel you.
You feel me?
Well, I feel you, man. Well, I'm glad we had this conversation tonight. If you guys haven't already, please like and share
Like, share,
and
subscribe.
subscribe. We're now
We're on the
very
TikTok. We're
we're
on
very
the YouTube.
popular on the TikTok. You can listen to us on what was iTunes, Spotify.
iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok.
So TikTok's the big one.
Yeah, man, that's the platform that the kids are on, and Lord knows we've got clout with the kids.
I'd like to sell some merch on TikTok.
We're gonna do it.
You want a hat?
The end.
The end. All right.
All right.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you as normal, and please give a comment, give us a shout out, just say hi.
Word up.
All right. You have a good night.
You too, buddy.